Okay, a short lesson here on how to do the distributive property. When you have a distributive property problem, you're going to see that there is a number, or sometimes it has a variable, so whatever the term is outside the parentheses needs to be multiplied by everything in the parentheses. A lot of teachers and a lot of textbooks will show this with an arrow like this, saying, okay, multiply the 3 times the x, and don't forget to also multiply the 3 times the positive 4. Another way of showing this is saying that you're going to take this 3 and multiply it times x, and then you drop down your positive sign. Then you're also going to take that 3 and multiply it by this 4, and now simplify. So 3 times x is 3x, plus 3 times 4, which is 12, and that would be your end result. Okay. Another example which gets a little more tricky is when we involve negatives on the outside of the parenthesis. We're still going to do the same thing. Multiply a negative 2 times a positive 2x is going to give us a negative 4x, because negative 2 times positive 2 is negative 4. A negative 2 times a negative 1 is going to give us a positive 1, or a positive 2. This right here is tricky for a lot of students, so I'm going to show you another way to do it. Similar to what I did up top on number 1. Okay, I'm going to break it into its terms. So I've got a negative 2 times a 2x minus, now I have a negative 2 times a 1. Negative 2 times 2x is negative 4x minus, and now I have a negative 2 times a 1, negative 2. But this double negative right here turns into a positive, and your final answer is negative 4x plus 2. Same thing that I had right there. Okay, 2 more examples and we'll finish up this video. We're going to multiply 4 times negative x minus 8. 4 times negative x is negative 4x. 4 times negative 8 is negative 32. One more time, last one. Negative 1 times this quantity of x plus 1. Negative 1 times x gives us a negative x. You could put a 1 there, but we just don't. We're lazy. So it's really a negative 1x when the x is by itself. And then negative 1 times a positive 1, which is negative 1.